What is going on, guys? Back with another video. Today I'm going to be doing an AI agent tier list. I've been wanting to do this for a while. Few words of warning. We are seeing, so many new AI agent tokens launching every single day, hundreds, maybe thousands. And, this narrative is now very, very heavily saturated, right? And you do need to be very careful because a lot of these, not specifically the ones in this list, but a lot of the other ones which have launched are just a quick money grab. All right. And I want you guys to just, be careful. Sometimes take some of these as a trade and, don't really hold them for the long term. I've tried to pick out around 40 different AI agents, some of which sort of have different uses and some of which are also in other narratives. They've got their own chain. They're also in deep storage and, AI generally, but they do have some element of AI agents in them. All right. So just to sort of be aware, guys, just be careful. And this narrative is getting very saturated and there's a lot of scams in this as well. So anyway, let's get into it, guys. And again, I'm just going to give you a brief overview of the project and where I can see it going and whether or not I think it's a good investment. All right. So first on the list, guys, we've got AI XBT, which is by Virtuals. And again, guys, Virtuals, which we'll come on to in a bit, is sort of it's the sort of father of all of these projects launched on it. And it's still a good investment. In terms of AI XBT, guys, very bullish news. I believe this was launched on Binance very recently. And this is very unique, right? Because essentially, people are sort of tweeting or adding this agent on Twitter, on X, and you can ask it anything, right? And a lot of people are asking it. It can do basically analysis. It can do sort of, fundamental analysis. It can give you an overview of anything pretty much when it comes to crypto. So whether or not you want to ask about a crypto project, whether or not it's a good investment, can you do a breakdown on it? It can do that. And it can also do other things. It also roasts people and has a huge use case. And I think, being listed on Binance is going to sort of cement that trust with the project. It is around 400 million in market cap. I do think it's a good project. I think there's better investments. I'd put this as a B. Good, solid. It's got a very unique use case, but I do think there's better options out there. Next on the list, guys, is ARs. Now, this is one of those projects which has hit multiple narratives, storage deep in, AI, also streaming within it as well. But they do have exposure to the AI agent narrative as well. And, you can basically train different AI models and agents and build different centralized apps. So it is a solid project. This is a big project. I think it's around 1 billion in market cap. In terms, again, guys, this isn't going to be on multipliers, but in terms of an investment, I think this is a solid pick. Still believe it can probably give you around a 10x. I'm going to put it in the A category. And next on the list, guys, we have Fraser AI. This is, some of these AI agents are very scary, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. We've come a very long way in such a short period of time. And this is basically sort of like a game, and it has like a prize pool and basically rewards the holders whenever you want to basically try to gain exposure or get the prize pool. I believe you have to send some of these tokens in terms of a transaction, and then some people can win the prize pool. I don't know too much about it, but it is a pretty interesting concept, and they do have a big sort of community behind them as well. And it's one of those X bots as well where it's very active. And in terms of an investment from here, it is pretty big in market cap. It is around 500 million, I believe, as well. It's on base, which is also a bullish narrative as well. Probably put this as a B category, guys. I think there's better picks, and it's pretty unique. So there's not many projects like that. Next on the list, guys, is Virtuals Protocol. Now, this is probably, it is the king of AI agents. This is where all of these, these projects are built on Virtuals. And for me, this is still a very, very solid pick. It's 3 billion in market cap, but the growth this is going to get, guys, the ecosystem this has, and every day you get new agents launching on this. This is an S tier. And, I still believe it can potentially give you a 10x plus from here. 30 billion, I think it's going to continue to gain a lot of hype. Very solid pick, in my opinion. Next on the list, guys, we have PAL AI. This is another one of those projects which covers many different narratives. And I do really like this, guys. You can basically use AI agents within this for a huge variety of different tasks. You can also launch your own agents. You can create different applications with PAL as well. Huge partnerships, and it has a huge amount of influences behind it. Some of the biggest names within sort of the crypto space. Overall, guys, I think this is a solid pick. I'm going to put this as an A category. It is pretty big in market cap, around 300, I think 400 million in market cap, but it has a huge amount of backers behind it, and they're going to continue to push this. So it's a solid pick. Next on the list, guys, we have AI16Z. This is one of those projects which sort of, you could call it a meme. It is built on Solana and an AI agent. has a huge following behind this as well. And it's another one of those bots on X as well. And you can do a huge variety of different things with this. You can also launch tokens through this as well, I believe. So in terms of where this can go, I think the fact it's on Solana as well, and it's also a meme coin, potentially is a good factor. I'm going to put this as a B category. I think, again, guys, it's over 1 billion in market cap, I believe. So in terms of an investment, it's not going to be able to give you, those 20x plus returns from here, but it's a decent pick. The next on the list, guys, is Swarms. Now, I don't know too much about this. I do believe it's a marketplace for AI agents, and there are quite a few of these marketplaces for different agents. It is also built on Solana. It is around 280 million in market cap, so it still has room for growth, decent exchange listings, and pretty healthy volume as well. I'm going to put this as a B in the B category as well. I think it's decent, but again, I have to do more research into it. Next is Fala, which is a decent pick. I think it's one of those projects which also sort of implements a variety of different uses. I believe they also offer a sort of GPU sort of marketplace as well, I believe. And yeah, I think it's decent. I don't know too much about it, guys, but I think basically this has an emphasis on utilizing AI agents, and then you can basically create and connect those AI agents to other AI agents, which is pretty unique. And again, I do need to do more research onto it, but I think the fact that you can create and launch your own agents and basically connect them to other agents, it's a good way to grow an ecosystem, and it could do well. And again, guys, it's one of those projects where you can also launch your own agents as well, which is going to be huge in the future. It is around 200 million, I believe, in market cap, and I can potentially see this performing well, probably a 10 to 20x from here. I'll put it in the B category. Decent pick. Next on the list, guys, we have a microcap, which is called Leica AI. This is basically like a more of a assistant, Web3 assistant, and basically powered by on-chain data. So it does have an app on the Chrome on the web store, and you can use this for different varieties. You can use it for analytics, for basically help you with trading, and it's also apparently backed by Google. I don't know how true that is, but again, it's a decent factor. It is high risk, of course, because of the market cap. But could be a good investment. I'm going to put it also in the B category. I think, in terms of the market cap, it's around 10 million in market cap. So this could easily move from here. And, it's also got decent volume. So for me, decent pick. And, of course, comes with higher risk. Next on the list, guys, we have Game by Virtuals. So this is another one of those agents which is launched by Virtuals. And again, I think there's a huge amount of these projects which are launched on Virtuals. Many of these projects. This is one of the biggest. And essentially what this is you can basically empower your agents to basically do a variety of different tasks. And, this also has a huge following in terms of, people who want to launch their own token. And again, guys, I would urge you, even though Virtuals is 3 billion, I think you're better off investing into the main project, which is Virtuals, because essentially that's going to give you the ultimate utility. That's going to give you exposure to all of these projects launched on it. But again, I think this is decent, and because it's on the main Virtuals sort of protocol, I think it will perform well. But it is pretty big. I think it's around 200 million. So I would rather invest in Virtuals, because again, it's your safety net as well, and it's giving you exposure to all these other agents. So essentially, when these agents perform well, Virtuals is going to take all the credit for it. So yeah. Next on the list, guys, is Humans AI Heart. This is a decent project. I think has a good amount of hype. The only downside with this, guys, it is a project from the last cycle, I believe, from 2021. What this is basically helping to make AI agents work for humans, and it gives a huge amount of use case behind this for different simple tasks and also complex tasks. Market cap is, I think, around 300 million, and yeah, the only downside again, guys, is it is an old project, but I still believe it does have potential from here. I'll put it in the B category. Next on the list, guys, we have Ava AI, I believe. Haven't done too much research on this, but again, I think it's another one of those, standard AI projects. I believe it's rallied very hard over the past few weeks. So again, you don't really want to be buying into a massive green candle, and I think it's really close to all-time highs. So yeah, I'll probably, again, I don't know too much about it, guys. I'll put it in the C category, because in terms of investment, I think there's better picks, because you don't want to be buying in at one price. I mean, a massive price hike. So yeah. Next on the list, guys, is AUT. Now, you all know I'm bullish on AUT, and it has a huge sort of use case, many narratives. You've got deep in AI storage, layer one. They're also in AI agents as well. And the difference with this project, guys, compared to a lot of these other projects, ALT is being utilized. The AI agents are being utilized and used by huge companies such as Dell, such as Lenovo, and they are seeing real success in this. They're seeing actual sort of reduction in operational costs. They're seeing efficiency go up, and they're also seeing customer satisfaction rise as well. So, this is being utilized by real companies, guys, the AI agents. It's also in other sectors as well, big narratives such as deep in storage, and it also has its own chain. ALT is heavily undervalued, guys. I believe this is around 45 million in market cap. For me, this is an easy 20 to 30x plus from here. I think it's going to perform very well. Next on the list, guys, is ChainGPT. So we saw a huge rally with this, with news of it being listed on Binance, and it has come down a little bit from there. And again, it probably will come down a little bit more. But again, this is a massive project, very bullish on this, and I've been holding this for a very long time. It's all got a launch pad. You can do different tasks on this as well, different analytics. And, I just think overall, this is a very solid project which implements AI agents into it. For me, this is an A project. I think even from here, this can give you some very good gains. And next on the list, guys, is Fame AI. This is a microcap project. I believe it's around 5 million. It is still up massively over the past few months. And essentially what this is, guys, is, it's an AI agent which you can basically make into sort of a realistic superhuman, and you can get it to do a variety of different tasks, from, trading, from posting on your social media accounts. And, you can make this very realistic. So, this is a good project. I think, this sort of thing, it's used for different influencers to basically create a realistic AI agent. So I think this is going to have a big use case, and it is also very small in market cap. So I will put this in the A category. It is high risk though, guys, because of course it is a micro cap. Next on the list, guys, is, I believe, ALTCOIN, which is one of those projects which also hits multiple narratives, AI, layer one, deep in, but they also do offer AI agents. And I think it's like a marketplace on the platform. So yeah, guys, I do like this project overall. I think it's a very solid project, and the fact they also offer AI agents, and I think it's through Agents Land, where you can basically launch your own agents as well. So again, it's one of those launch pads for AI agents. I'm going to put this in the B category, guys. I think the only downside with ALTCOIN is it is from the previous cycle. So you are going to have a bit of those sort of bag holders from the previous cycle. But apart from that, guys, they have been developing really well. And, I think it's still a very good pick. Next on the list, guys, is Based AI. Now, I do like this project as well. This is a solid AI pick. Huge community behind this. And, you can basically create these sort of AI agents, which are called creatures. And, it's got a unique aspect to it. So, it's not your sort of standard AI agents. And, basically what they are is basically like a colony where you can basically automate their sort of existence basically, and use them to create different tasks, to do different sort of, whatever you want basically. So it is pretty unique. It is very detailed. Apart from that, also a layer one. And, again, I've said it's important for these projects to hit, multiple narratives. And I think, overall Based AI is decent. In terms of where it can go from here, I think it's around 150 million. I think, again, this is, probably something that can do 10 to 20x. I'm going to put this in the B category. I think, there's better picks, but it can still perform well from here, in my opinion. So, yeah, decent pick. And, again, multiple narratives it's hitting. And it also has links to Pepe Coin as well. So, yeah, so that would be in the B category, in my opinion. And next on this, guys, is Delicium AGI. Now, this is another solid project. I feel like a lot of people have stopped talking about this. And, essentially, you could argue they were in AI agents when AI agents weren't a massive narrative. So they've been developing for a very long time. They do have one of their main AI agents, which is called Lucy. And again, you can do a variety of different tasks with this as well. And, they also have some pretty good listings. And, I do believe potentially, they will get a tier one, potentially a Binance listing in the future. 200 million, it has pulled back around 40%. And, I do still like this. I still think this is a solid pick, which can give you some very good returns from here. And next on the list is Spectral. Now, this is a project which is struggling a bit. It is down around 40 to 50%. And other thing with this is the tokenomics are not too good, and there is heavy dilution from here. But, price action, even though price action has been pretty poor, you can basically launch your own AI memes on this. And, I think it's a unique aspect, with their agent builder. But, guys, I think it's just been smashed too much. And, again, I just think you want to be investing in projects which have that hype and they have very good price action, and price action is very important. Next on the list is AI Tech, another one of those projects which hits multiple narratives. Of course, they have their data center for high performance computing power. GPU marketplace. They also have a Launchpad, and they also offer AI agents as well. Even though it's not the main narrative of AI tech, I still think getting exposure to AI agents is very bullish. I also believe they will get a Binance listing at some stage. This is a solid pick, and it's on a very good discount as well. It's down around 35% on the month. So this is an A-tier investment as well from here. Huge use case, they're developing the data center, so looking to basically stop the outsourcing of high performance computing power to the US, keeping it in the EU, which is a huge narrative. So yeah, for me, it's a solid pick. Next on the list is Mod. I believe this is a layer 2, and basically implements on-chain AI agents within it. I don't know too much about this, but it is on the it is one of the subnets on Tau, which is very bullish, and it's also pretty low in market cap. I think it's under 100 million in market cap. I don't know too much about it, so I will do more research on it. I'll put it in the B category for now, but it does look very interesting. I think anything under the Tau ecosystem is going to perform very well. So yeah, I think it's a decent pick, but as I've said, we'll do more research into it. The next on the list, guys, I'm going to try and speed this up a bit, is Veda. This is another one of the sort of agents launched through virtuals. This is one of the bigger ones. I think it's around 75 million. Again, I'd rather gain exposure to virtuals, but this is decent. I'm going to put it in the B category. Next is Neuron. So this is basically sort of a cross of gaming and also implementing AI agents within the gaming narrative. So this is good. I think AI agents within gaming are going to be huge. And this is basically under the platform ARC, which is basically like a gaming platform, and this is the utility token for it. And overall, I think I don't know too much about it, but probably I'm going to put it in the B category. I think again, gaming and AI, those two narratives, when they're combined, are going to be big. Around 70 million market cap as well, so it still has potential to move from here. Next on the list is Grift, and this is basically one of those DeFi protocols which utilizes AI agents. We've seen a new sort of narrative emerge with DeFi, decentralized finance and AI, and it is also on Solana as well, which is a very bullish point. It has pumped up massively. It is up at like 10x over the past month or so. So again, you don't really want to be buying into a green candle, but I'm going to put it as a C because due to the price action. But again, that doesn't mean it's a bad project. But you do need to keep eyes on the centralized finance and AI narrative. It's going to be huge in my opinion. Next on this, guys, is Dasher. Now, this is a project which I think has huge potential from here. You can basically launch various different AI agents on this. And the main thing with this, guys, it's still very small in market cap. This is under 70 million in market cap. And it's also on Solana as well. And very healthy volume as well. And it also has some good influencers who are going to push this. This is going to go into the A category. I think the growth from here is big, and I think it has a lot of potential from here. Next on the list is OpenServe, and this is another project which has rallied massively over the past month. So as I've said, you don't really want to be getting in on a massive green candle. A little bit of a concern with this, guys, they do have sort of like a feature within the contract where they can make changes to the contract. Again, whenever you see that, I know you want to have confidence in it. Normally, when the project's cross-chain, then it's okay for that to be in place. But I believe OpenServe is solely on Ethereum, and on top of that, it doesn't have any centralized exchange listings, I believe. So for me, guys, I would put this in the D category. I think there's better picks, and again, it's pumped up massively. Next on the list, guys, we have another low cap, micro cap, which is called Snift. Now, this is sort of has exposure to gaming. It has like a 3D sort of metaverse universe, and it also has AI agents within it where you can basically do a variety of different tasks and get the AI agents to perform different tasks. And it has shown pretty good price action, and also I do believe this is backed by some huge backers. I think it's backed by OKX and Binance Labs, and again, 7 million I believe in market cap, and already has some decent exchange listings. So it's a project which I'll probably do more research into it, and it looks promising, and the fact it's got some big backers behind it, I think it can potentially perform well from here. So I'll put it in the A category, and I'll do more research into it. Next on the list, we have Dolos, which is essentially like another one of those AI agents, which is basically big on X, I believe. So you can basically tweet this, with different sort of tweets, and it's sort of like a villain. So I think it roasts people as well. You can add it, and one of those realistic Twitter accounts. And apart from that, in terms of its use case, I don't know too much about it. I'm going to put it in the C category, guys. Next on the list, we have Octavia. This is another sort of Web3 AI assistant, which has seen a bit of a strong sort of pullback over the past month. It is down 50%. It is around 5 million, so it is a micro cap, and you can use this for a variety of different tasks. You can train the Web3 assistant to do different tasks, such as support. I believe you can use it for different within sort of social, within Telegram, within Discord as well. And I think it's got decent token utility as well. Main thing, guys, it's down massively. It's down like 98%. And I don't think dilution's too bad on it currently. So yeah, I think it's a decent pick. I'll probably put it in the B category because it's very small market cap. So when we see the market rally again, this could probably perform very well from here. And next on the list, guys, we have Sui AI, I believe, which is basically like a launch pad for AI agents on the Sui blockchain. It is up massively and it's pumped a huge amount. But again, Sui, it's unique. You don't see too many AI agent projects on Sui, so this probably can perform well. I'll put it in the B category, but it has pumped up massively, so I wouldn't necessarily buy in currently. Next on the list, guys, is Eternal AI, I believe, and this is another project which has pulled back massively. It's down around 50%, and basically what you can do with this is I believe you can launch different AI agents, and I believe it's cross-chain as well, so you can launch different AI agents on a variety of different chains as well. So it does have a decent use case. It is down massively, and it's a small market cap, around 30 million. I'll put this in the B category. Next on the list, guys, is HyperGPT. Now, I do like this project. It's remained strong throughout this pullback, and it does have a huge use case. I believe it's also backed by Google as well, and some sort of links to Microsoft. Again, it doesn't matter how big that is or not, but again, they provide a variety of different tools and SDKs, and I think it's a good project. It's an AI marketplace, so has a variety of different agents on this as well, and decent sort of following as well, big community, and one of those projects which has a good potential from here. Also has solid token utility. I'll put this in the A category. It is up massively, so again, do not buy on a big green candle. So maybe wait for a pullback. I'll put it in the B category because you probably want to wait for a pullback. Next on the list is Strawberry AI. So this is another one of those projects which offers a variety of different AI agents, all of which have different tasks. And they do have decent use case, and you can use this for things such as text to search. You can also use it for a variety of different sort of trading features as well, and also for like a chatbot as well. So it does have a variety of different use cases. And again, I think decent pick. It is down massively again. It's down around 30 to 40% over the past few weeks. So again, need to do more research on this, but it does look like a decent pick. I'll put this in the B category. Next on the list, guys, is Sensei. Now, this is a very interesting project. Basically, you can create your own digital replica, and they have a variety of different replicas for celebrities. And it is a bit scary because you've probably seen some of those sort of films or documentaries, such as I think on Black Mirror, where essentially you can make your replica which can live on, and your partner or family can interact with it. So of course, it does have a use case, and it has performed very well over the past few months, and it's on a decent pullback as well. It's down about 60%. So for me, I think this is a solid pick. I'll put this in the A category. They have a very good sort of use case, and they also, I think, they launched another project on this through Sensei as well. But in terms of investment, I think it is a very small market cap. I think it's around 20 million, and it probably can perform well, and it has a product which people will actually use. A lot of people will actually use this sort of replica. So yeah, I think it's a very solid pick. And next on the list is Astro Altered State Machine. This has had a huge sell-off. It's down around 50% over the past few days, and I think a lot of trust has been lost within this project. So to be honest, guys, I'm gonna put this in the D category. I think again, guys, this was from 2022, and it is down around 97%. Even though it did have a solid use case, and the team were developing, I just think this sell-off we've had it's going to be hard to gain back the trust from the community. Next on the list, guys, we have Polytrader, another sort of trading sort of based agent on virtuals. And again, this does have a good use case for traders, a variety of different tools and, that sort of thing. And, I think this is decent. Again, put it in the B category. I'd rather go for virtuals because it gives you that safety aspect, but decent pick if you want exposure to the virtuals ecosystem. Next on the list, guys, is Agent Layer, and this offers a variety of different AI agents. They all have different use cases, different sort of chatbots. You can basically integrate it with different games and search engines and Telegram. And I think this is decent. It is down decent as well. I think around 20-30%. And yeah, again, we're seeing a lot of these AI agents on base which have huge potential. And I think again, Agent Layer is decent. Put this in the B category. Next on the list, we have AI Fun, I believe, and this is project which is down massively. I think it's around 65% down over the past month, and again, another one of those sort of projects where you can launch your own AI agent and implement it, integrate it within different platforms, within Telegram, within you can train it for different things, trading, that sort of thing. So a lot of these AI agents, guys, a lot of them do the same thing. So what you want is you want to find something which is unique, something which has good backers, some good token utility, and for me, AI Fun, sort of same narrative as a lot of these other projects. And I just think, again, I don't really see it going too far. from here. Next on the list, guys, is Alpaca AI, which was launched through Chirply, which is a project I'm bullish on. And again, it's one of those projects on base, those AI agents where, you can basically train them to do different tasks. So again, pretty standard, but, I do like the developments they're doing. The only downside with this, guys, it doesn't have any centralized exchanges. It is still small in market cap. It's around 5 million in market cap. I'm going to put this in the B category. Next on the list, guys, is Verida. Now, this is a project I do like. It sort of is that sort of multiple narrative within AI, within storage as well. And storage is big. Essentially, this uses AI agents to help you within storage. And I do think we're going to see this become a major narrative. Do think this is a good investment from here, guys. It's down, decent amount. It's around 3.5 million market cap. The only downside is the vesting schedule. It does have a very high sort of diluted valuation, but still, guys, I still think this has good potential from here. I'll put this in the B category from here. It is a very solid pick. Next on the list is another microcap, which I am a fan of, Okada AI, which again you can use for a variety of different tasks. They do also have an app on the App Store, and this is really interesting. And I do like this. You can use it for different tasks again. And the main difference with this, guys, is it's very, very small in market cap, and I think it has a very good upside. You can use this for trading. You can use it for copy trading, for training for a variety of different tasks. It's also on Solana as well, which is very good. And I think again high risk, but potential for high reward as well. And finally, guys, this is a new project similar to sort of Verida in terms of it being sort of crossing that storage narrative, and it's aiming to be one of the best agents in terms of AI agents to sort of integrate within storage. So basically giving people confidence to store their data files using AI agents. And yeah, I think again, very fresh project. It is very new and it's around 2 million market cap, but I do think it's worth a look. So I would put this on your watch list. So yeah, guys, just this video was longer than I wanted it to be. Again, guys, I've probably missed some of your favorite AI agents. If I have, again, just drop it down below. But I just want to, you don't need to overexpose to these, the AI agent narrative, guys. All you need is a few. In terms of me personally, what I would look at something like Virtuals, which is your safety net. Something like Auth, which is, even though it's a low cap, in my opinion, it's still a very safe project because they have real world companies who are utilizing, the product. And then you've got something like, Delicium, you've got AI Tech, you've got the likes of ChainGPT, you've got Sensei, you've got Snift. And then obviously, if you want to take a bit more risk, you've got some of your microcaps such as Store Agent, Verida, Okada, you've got Agent Layer. Again, guys, you just need to pick a few, do your research on it. And of course, none of this is financial advice, just my own opinion. Do not forget to subscribe, guys. I will be doing a big giveaway of 4K subscribers. And also don't forget to like, guys, just to show you enjoy this content and to help me out as well. And I will see you very soon for the next video.